Thank you for tuning in to episode 2 of What the Hell, America. What the hell? Okay. I was going to call it Wake Up Wednesdays, right? Check in once a week. So much stuff happens within a day that it's crazy. Where do we even begin? How about, man. God. How about let's start with, let's just talk numbers, okay? I'm not Fox, not CNN, nothing. Just, I got the CDC.gov right here, and I got the world meter. The first thing, when you type in corona death, the Google thing, the whole spreadsheet gives me all the cases, the overview, worldwide, whatever. I'm doing the math, right? And I did it myself because I'm tired of people just pulling videos, just posting and going, do you see? But no one's really going out there and doing, I guess, fact checking. I normally don't do that, but in this one I did because, like I said, I don't wear my mask and I feel like it's controversial. And I'm like, am I being an a-hole? Or do I got a valid point? And they're in an irrational fear, right? And so I'm doing the numbers right now. 0.23 worldwide deaths, mortality rate. And in America it's not even 0.03. So not even 1%. That's how many people are dying from this. What? Not even 1% of people are dying. I will jump out of a plane with those odds, okay? This is so stupid. And you know what is really weird? There's a bunch of weird. Okay, first of all, so you guys seen about how they're that hospitals are getting called out or being forced to label deaths not related to corona as corona? So that's inflating the thing. I thought, why would they do that, right? That's weird. Or would you just want to keep saying that all deaths are related to corona? And then it turns out, hospitals get $39,000 when there's a corona patient. Interesting. So there's incentive there, huh? What else is weird? I don't like that Facebook and YouTube go, hey, if you disagree with us, we're shutting you down. And we're taking down anything that's weird. They got too much power, man. They got too much power. But what are you going to do, right? Except let other people know. And then what do we do? I don't even know what you would do, but that's a little odd. You know what happened to me today that really bothered me? I went to go eat food, and there's this little stupid taco place that's a building, but they have a takeout window right facing the street, so it kind of feels like a huge glorified taco truck, but it's a building. Anyway, so they're outside. I go up to the thing, and the lady goes, "Where's your mask? Don't got one. I'm not serving you then." And I look underneath the window, right? And the girl right next to her has no mask. And I'm like, I'm outside. Don't force me to wear. Little things like that, I think, is getting super annoying. People thinking that they are doing their part because I wear a mask. Point 1, you look dumb. Take it off. Take it off, please. Take it off. Take off the mask. Okay. You know what else is really annoying? That I don't get why people, like, I've been trying to really think. Why would anybody want this to keep going? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's some people that are very against us reopening back up and getting back to normalcy, especially with these numbers saying, oops, we messed. Oops, we super dropped the ball. Did you know? Again, CDC. It's the computer. See, go by yourself and then put leading causes of death. It literally breaks it up like that. We get about 60,000 people in flu that get the flu every year, and our corona death rate right now is 63. But check this out. I'm talking to a nurse who works at Kaiser in LA. Kaiser, okay, not your mom and pop's urgent care. And she said that her doctor was all like, you know what's weird? That our flu cases are down. They're like at 20,000 this year. And so those other 40, they're just, this is the flu, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, I'm a virologist. You can trust me. No, I'm just kidding. Don't trust me, but trust the numbers, right? We're literally looking at that. We got to trust something, because I know we don't trust CNN, we don't trust Fox, everybody lying. But the numbers should tell you, oh, I think I'll be all right. But anyways, why? So I started thinking, I have a theory. Tell me if I'm off. And it's mostly in regard to our youth, okay? Because I don't really see a lot of older people against us opening back up. In fact, I think they're on board with it for the most part. But my youth, you guys are like, stay home, save lives. No, don't let us go. And why would they like that? Why would they like that? And so here's what I think it is. I think that most of us, if we're honest, right, we haven't found what we were going to do in life. And school's expensive, and it's kind of boring now, and no one really talks, and so that environment's not there. It's not really fertile for learning, right? You know what, prior to this, I think as a country, we were on a high. Everything was booming. We were so excited. This year, all the holidays landed on the weekend. 4th of July, Christmas, all of them. Thanksgiving, they were going on the weekend. So we were like, woo! This is going to be awesome, right? This year was rolling. And we got smacked up. And the irony and the funny part is, it was over nothing, right? And now that we're all on what seems to be like an even playing field, I think the youth and people who just aren't happy where they are, maybe financially or socially or whatever, they're just not happy in their stage in life. It kind of feels like there's an evening out in terms of social status, because when you watch Instagram and stuff and you see people that they're traveling and they're eating at amazing restaurants, and let's be honest, our normal day is pretty much the same all around, right? We get home, we watch that's the majority of how we spend our lives, unfortunately, right? I'm not saying it's a good thing, nor do I want to go back to that. But now that everybody's we're all equally suffering, we're like, yes, now you know how I feel, huh? Is that what it is? You little bastards, huh? What? Man, we should never want to see other people suffering. You know what I mean? Now, it's funny that one of the commandments says don't covet, right? Don't be jealous of other people, because it's a real emotion, man. People really don't like other people who are succeeding, or that give off the perception that they're succeeding, whatever it may be. Because I think that when we see that, it acts as a mirror or as a standard to us, and we go, oh. Like, I saw this post recently that I thought was so weird. It said, listen, hey, if you don't come out of this with a new skill, if you don't blah, 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 if you don't better yourself in any way while you're during this time, don't feel guilty, boo. What? That is so lame. Listen, I get it. That we kind of don't like seeing people be more successful, you know what I mean? Because it, like, again, challenges us, and kind of says, they didn't do anything else that you didn't do, right? Other than they put in the little effort, like, so we don't like being called out like that, and dang. That's weird. Oh well. But what I was saying was that I don't think we should ever lower the standards for ourselves. You know what I mean? We should constantly have that ever before us, so that we can maybe one day. Listen, I don't think inspiration necessarily has to happen like, I'm gonna change, right? New Year's resolutions, stuff like that. I think it's a gradual progression. Now that seems more realistic than just sit on your butt and do nothing. No, man, really do. You know what I was thinking? Cooking. Any dumb thing that you ever thought you wanted to get into, this is the perfect time to do it. But we know that if us to do whatever it is we're trying to do, we got to put in the time, and we can't be lazy, which we're naturally prone to. I mean, that's just, our life is too comfortable. You know what I mean? And everything that you see kind of tells you it doesn't have to be hard. You can make money easily. And so we're always chasing this mythological carrot just always in front of us that we think we're going to, I'll figure it out. I'll get that, something. I don't know. I don't think anything that, I don't think we should buy into the idea that for us to live maybe, let's just say, semi-comfortable lives, whatever that may be in our image, that it'll come easy. My pops would tell me, he goes, if it's easy, be nervous. You know what I mean? Dang, I keep saying, do you know what I mean? And that's annoying. Do you know what I mean? Sorry about that. We'll catch it. We're learning here, okay? It's weird talking to the world. Some of you might listen, some of you not, but it is weird. But, oh well, people. We need to break free. We need to break out. Okay? Peacefully. What else is going on that's really weird that I was disturbed by? There's every day, man. Every day there's something more. You're like, what? You know who's, man, politics, huh? What a weird thing that exists in the fabric of our culture. Are you a Democrat? Are you a Republican? Conservative? Liberal? Left? Like that? Golly, so many sects, huh? So many little cliques and crews, and it's kind of starting to give me a headache. I just want to get out, and I don't never want this to be imposed on us this easily again, because it makes no sense. You know what's crazy? Our president yesterday said, hey, listen, I'm not going to extend the social distancing. I think how we were 3 months ago, how our economy was, that should be the new normal. We shouldn't get used to this. We shouldn't be away from each other. He goes, no. And people hate him for that. And that, man, that blows my mind. I read it, I'm like, yes! Woo! And some people trying to go, that bastard's trying to kill us. Really? God, it's so tiring. But whatever, people are going to think what they're going to think. And what I've got to learn how to do is really, I guess, man, you know, I'm trying to describe what is a frustration. You know, is it an ego thing? Is it I don't know. It just seems sad to me to always be enraged and always be angry and always just be hating somebody. Just the concept of hating somebody. Don't you think that's a weird thing? I hate that guy. Everything about it. That's weird. You know what? There's this God, that's just, yeah. It's odd. We should stop doing it. We should stop hating. Problem solved. Woo! Oh well. But you know what? Here's the good news. God's in control, and He sees all. And there's a lot of stuff happening in secret right now, and I think we all are suspicious of this. We know something's going on in the background, whatever. Ultimately, I think that their schemes are still not high enough to what's really happening, right? Because I think that there's things going on in the spiritual world that we can't see, that's what's really happening. So whether there's a twisted politician here or a twisted businessman there, blah, 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 sure, but they're pawns is what I'm saying. In the big picture of all this, they're pawns. So it's not even worth dwelling on them in that regard that much, you know. But like I said, Papa's in control. He knows what's happening when we're getting out, if we're getting out. And either way, you know, it feels nice, though, I'll be honest with you, to have faith during this time. It's one of the times when you go, oh, thank God. I mean, think about it. And me and my pops were talking about this, how, you know what, he was saying, I can understand why people get nervous. You know, they see the media that preaches only fear. Only fear. It's what makes money. Come on. And in their mind, they see themselves now as fragile and vulnerable, and they have no faith in anything else. They have nobody to rely on. They have no guarantee of what's next, and that's why we don't like death. You know that, right? Because it feels like it's forever, right? And a lot of us would like to know, but check this out. A lot of us do know what's going to happen to us, and to not have that reassurance it makes sense why fear prevails in the life of these people. Because my faith right now has been crucial, from going crazy, from snapping, from just so many things, like I'm sure it does for a lot of people. But you know what? It's been good though, in regards to, I like that we don't have as many distractions, although we do have an obvious one that's at the house that's always trying to distract us. Damn you, television. We don't like silence, right? It's a weird thing. We're not really used to it. We don't, me personally, if it gets too quiet, I start going, oh, okay. And I just put something on in the background just for noise. But when you do take a moment, just ponder, so many ideas will come to your head. It's insane. It's like you give yourself to have imagination and creativity, and that's so nice. Like, we forget that, because when we're watching something, I was thinking about this, all we're doing is getting fed. Every idea, everything that's in your head now comes from this. Everything that's in your head, everything comes from this. And I think that's really stunting us as a people when you think about it, because you know what's the common denominator in more previous cultures was that they didn't have TV the way we have it. They weren't didn't have as many distractions readily available to them, right? AKA phone, we can walk around. I was watching a documentary today called Into the Inferno. Oh my God, mind-blowing. If you want to watch a good documentary, Into the Inferno, okay? It's about volcanologists that go into these volcanoes, and the footage will blow your mind, okay? Unreal. I had no idea that the volcanoes were this powerful and how they can really do some damage. It's crazy. But anyways, there was a weird snippet within that documentary of like 20 minutes where they got into North Korea and they film all of North Korea. And then you forget that the movie's about volcanoes, because it was like a weird anti-North Korea propaganda type thing. Not in a bad way, but just kind of showing how crazy it is. Have you guys seen the movie The Interview? The way it was all hello fake type thing, that's exactly what they were watching. What I was wrestling with, how did they get that footage out? Because it was weird. But one of the things that they said in there, sorry, that was a long background for this point. What they said in there was that when they were walking through the public places, it was weird for us to not see people on their phones, because they were just present. And I think, like I said, going back to, I think we got to learn how to tap into quiet time and just let creativity and ideas flow, because I think that when things are quiet is right. It's when we think. It's when we think the most deeply. At night, when you're driving, without distractions, basically. We should try to do a little bit more of that. I should try to do a little bit more of that. But, this was fun. I was going to do them Wednesdays, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do them as they hit. Because, like I said, so many things happen every single day that it's mind-blowing. It's like, here's one. 1,700 inmates released. 1,700 inmates. Like, the highest level of sexual offenders released in OC. They had to have a meeting about it. And we're arresting people for not social distancing or being at their house. That's insane. There's something fishy at hand, people. What the hell? What do we do? I would love somebody's good feedback. An idea. Spitball me something. Oh. It just came to me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to run for governor of California. Okay, I'm going to turn this place around. I'm just kidding. You know what? That's so funny. Human beings. We're always the problem. We're a double negative. We're the solution and the problem. We create one thing just to make 3 more things bad. And then we. So it's always 2 steps backwards, 1 step forward, huh? Hurry up and come back, Lord. We're done here. And he is. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Woo! But anyways, stay safe. Stop wearing your mask. Go outside. Enjoy life while we have it, while it's still somewhat normal, because we're not going to have it one day. But it'll be okay, because whatever's coming, the best is yet to come.